Hey everyone, welcome to Turn My Coin YouTube channel. We help you make loads of serious money by educating you about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies so you can make informed decisions before investing in cryptos. Cryptocurrency exchanges are marketplaces where investors can buy, sell and swap their cryptocurrencies. In layman terms, these are platforms that help you exchange your currency with other investors. Based upon the control over the exchange, cryptocurrency exchanges are of two types: centralized cryptocurrency exchanges and decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges. As their names suggest, centralized exchanges are controlled by an organization, however, decentralized are not. In the case of decentralized exchanges, the smart contracts on the blockchain manage all the transactions. Apart from the control over the exchanges, there are a lot of other differences between the two types of exchanges. We will categorize them as ownership of assets, security, privacy, user-friendliness, fees, speed, liquidity and other issues. Let's get to know about each of them more. But before we head forward, please like and subscribe to Turn My Coin channel to help us keep the content updated and provide you with more educational videos. 1. Control/presence of a middleman. In the case of centralized cryptocurrency exchange, the transactions are overseen by a company or an agency or the government. This means that a central authority undertakes management, decision-making and operations of the exchange. In the case of a decentralized exchange, as the name suggests, there are no middlemen or intermediaries. All the transactions are performed on the blockchain directly. 2. Ownership of assets. With a centralized exchange, you can deposit your money whether it's the normal fiat currency or cryptocurrency. But, whenever you deposit the amount, you will lose control over it. In the case of a centralized cryptocurrency exchange, the private key of your asset is with the exchange and not with you. And it means that whenever you exchange your currency, it occurs as a transaction only on your behalf, not by you. The blockchain doesn't store all the transactions, and they digitally write off the total amount against your name. On the other side, in the case of a decentralized exchange, the ownership of the asset is with you. This implies that the private key of the asset is with you or saved in your wallet, including staking wallets. 3. Security. The custodial nature of centralized exchanges makes them the primary target of hackers/thieves. As CEXs maintain liquidity by keeping the funds of the users on their platforms. Hackers are always on the lookout for loopholes in centralized exchanges. Over time, most of the centralized cryptocurrency exchanges have improved their security. However, instances of them getting hacked are not uncommon. These days, most of the centralized exchanges have added biometric verification and two-factor authentication, 2FA. Both of the above security features provide a sigh of relief to the investors. For instance, with 2FA, Binance requires you to enter your password and a passcode received on your SMS or email. In fact, you can also enable Google Authenticator with exchanges for extra layer of security. In contrast to the above, decentralized exchanges are relatively less prone to hacker attacks. Since the decentralized exchanges work on blockchain technology, it becomes difficult for hackers to crack in. To hack a blockchain, the hackers need access to at least 51% of the network, which isn't practical for most of the DEXs. 4. Anonymity. Apart from the above-mentioned security lacks in the case of a centralized exchange. You need to submit your KYC, know your customer, documentation with centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. Contrastingly, there is no requirement of a KYC in the case of decentralized exchanges. In a decentralized exchange, you just need a wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet to log into the platform. All the transactions take place directly through your wallet. Hence, DEXs maintain a great level of anonymity which CEXs do not maintain. 5. User-friendliness and complexity. Since an organization takes care of a centralized exchange, centralized exchanges are comparatively easier to use. A classic example of this would be Bybit, which is privately managed and has a really easy-to-use interface. In comparison, decentralized exchanges have a complex interface. New users may get puzzled by the process. Connecting a wallet, deciding slippage, waiting for the correct time to place the order and then swapping the currency may be troublesome for most new users initially. Further, decentralized exchanges do not offer as many products as centralized exchanges do. 6. Fees. Since centralized exchanges spend a lot of money on the overall look, security, development of products, etc., it becomes obvious that the commission charged by centralized exchanges will be higher. On the other hand, decentralized exchanges typically charge similar fees. Unlike centralized exchanges, there are gas fees also associated with transactions. 7. Transaction speed. In the case of centralized exchanges, the transaction speed is noticeably faster. This is due to the fact that the exchanges undertake transactions on your behalf. Whenever you buy, sell, or exchange a cryptocurrency on a CEX, you make a transaction against the liquidity pool of the CEX. And it is later on that the transactions get recorded on the blockchain. On the contrary, decentralized exchanges interact directly with the blockchain. This interaction makes the transaction slower. Further, DEXs spend a comparatively lower amount on the development of the platform. And most of the DEXs are developed in phases. A typical CEX will resolve an issue faster than a DEX. 8. Liquidity. Due to the convenience and simplicity of centralized exchanges, more users prefer using them. Centralized exchanges account for almost 95% of the total cryptocurrency transactions. For comparison's sake, at any given time, the top 10 exchanges, volume-wise, would always be CEXs. Binance, Coinbase, FTX, Kraken, KuCoin are the top 5 exchanges, followed closely by Huobi. When it comes to DEXs, they do not enjoy high liquidity. Even after having better inherent security features, they lack the appeal to engage much with the users. However, DEXs are very useful when it comes to certain tokens. You will never find all the cryptocurrencies at all the exchanges. So, sometimes using DEXs for transactions becomes a compulsion. 9. Issues of price slippage and front-running. Slippage in prices. Since decentralized exchanges use automated market makers, AMMs, to manage transactions on their platforms, there is an issue of slippage of prices. Slippage of prices essentially means your acceptability towards prices fluctuations on a DEX. For example, if you want to buy a cryptocurrency at a centralized exchange, you can buy it for an exact price, say $1.05 per unit. But in the case of a decentralized exchange, you will have to give a slippage as well, say 3%. Which mean you will have to shed 3%, plus or minus, i.e. $1.0185 to $1.0815. Front-running. All the transactions happening on a blockchain are publicly visible. There can be a possibility where someone, normally miners, who have easy access to the blockchain, can push their transaction before yours, resulting in your transaction completing at an adverse price or getting completely declined. Since DEXs interact directly with the blockchain, many investors have witnessed the terrible problem of front-running. Having said that, many DEXs have found solutions to this problem. Centralized cryptocurrency exchanges have excelled remarkably in the cryptocurrency space, primarily due to the fact that they make huge investments in developing their platforms for speed, innovations, simplicity, etc. As is evident from the quantum of users they attract, they are doing very well and will continue to do so in the future as well. However, the core of cryptocurrencies is decentralization. The phenomenal success that cryptocurrencies enjoy in the financial markets today is because they are not controlled by anyone. Likewise, decentralization exchanges are a step towards making the marketplaces decentralized. The relevance of decentralized exchanges cannot be ignored. Further, over time the features of DEXs would improve and provide a complete decentralized solution for the exchange of cryptocurrency. Hope you liked the video. Do drop in your questions and feedback in the comments below. For more educative videos on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, subscribe to our channel Turn My Coin. Until next time, keep minting loads of money.